Our first look at GT Sport. Have no idea if we're on the air or off the air. This thing is very strange, and hey, they included it. They made it. This is the way they want you streaming, so this is what we're giving a go. Hopefully we are on the air, and we are going to get to back to GT Sport. We spent about 2 hours yesterday giving it our first look and shakedown, getting through some of the things like turning off traction control, ABS, stuff like that. So today we're going to dive a little deeper into the career mode, which is very limited, and we're going to try to take a look at a few different more different car and track combinations. So I do want to try to verify that we are on the air this time, having definitely some technical difficulties in the whole world of streaming with Gran Turismo. And if we go off the air again, I will fire up one more time, giving it a shot, because this one did get jumped. Yeah, so, Mikhail, we're going to get into that pretty good today. Again, we did 2 hours yesterday, and unfortunately nobody can watch it because the stream got pulled. We do have the music on, so hopefully this one will stay online and available. But we're going to dive a little deeper into the game, the sim, whatever you want to call it. And a few things, we did level up to level 5, so we do have like the livery editor, which I haven't even looked at yet. So I do want to give you a combination of gameplay and what it's like just checking things out, because this is, again, as a reviewer, this part here, the UI interaction, the what can you do, how much does it suck me in, will people see my designs, does it matter? So let's go ahead and try a new design on, alright, there's our Miata. And I'm not going to spend too much time doing this, I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what we can and can't do. So, in the world of paint, we can paint all. Gives us pretty good color palette, so that's good. We can go to any color we want. Let's go ahead and make ours green. Paint type, we can make it metallic or pearlescent, green pearl. That's sort of an odd pearlescent color. And then they have special colors, which we haven't unlocked yet. So that gives you a little bit of the build up and chronological. You got to score enough points to unlock certain features, and yesterday we didn't have the ability to paint, and today we don't have the ability to pick special colors. So we could, apparently, can I turn the car and get a different view of it? That would be kind of nice at this point in time. Oh, whoa. I didn't want to do that. Alright, can we go to Black Hood, just to be Fast and the Furious-ish. And it looks like we did. Okay, so let's say okay. I do need a Simpit logo. We'll go with black mirrors just to match as well. And there we go. Wheels, they're fine. No. Okay, so we just back out. There we go. So there's our two-tone paint job that we just threw on it. Didn't look like we had any real ability. What kind of decals do we have available? Add layer. Left. Projection method. Select camera. Okay. Choose decal. Personal decals. I haven't uploaded any. That could get interesting. Alright, let's just keep it simple and let's just put a Falcon tires on our car. And can I move it around? Rotate move with the L. You know what? Much easier to just do this with the controller. Scale, we can make it bigger. There we go. Let's make it so it fits on the door. Right there. And that looks good. And R1. Oh, alright. Rotate. Okay, so we have to, It's projection method. Alright, let's just get the two logos on there and call it a day. We've kind of seen what you can do. You guys get an idea of what you can do. They had some shapes. I'm not going to get too detailed. I just want to see what we could do. And we will just call it right there. Alright. Wheel racing item? What's that? Oh, it goes right over our decal. Well, we can't have that. So we won't do a racing number windshield banner. Light covers? Nah. Alright. There we go. Looks good to me. The last stream got pulled. No, we don't need to upload it. Alright. Same thing for helmet. Ooh, I actually own this helmet. I actually own that exact helmet. I'm not going to go through all this right now. I'm using the controller for this part, but I'm using a wheel for the driving, Tom. So I'm not going to worry about my pit crew right now. Same thing with the suit. Hey, I own a Puma suit. They nailed my gear. How cool is that? So let's get out of here. I just want to see the kind of stuff you can do. Library, mileage exchange, what's that? So I have 1,090 in that mileage logo. So you can buy extra cool things, I guess, with those points. That's cool. We're not going to do any of that right now. Special colors. So that gets back into scoring points in the whole, you know, campaign mode and arcade mode. Score you points. Scapes. I haven't looked at scapes yet. Can I put my car there? Okay, this is kind of cool. Wow. Anyway, sorry, the kid in me can't help certain things. Okay, so you can make cool scenes, take pictures, add effects. That's all very cool. I'm not going to deny that's not cool. I'm sure people have made some very stunning photographs. And what else can we do before we get down to some racing? The lobby is where you can just... Okay, so we are going through the sport, official online race, versus the lobby, create or join a room online and enjoy casual. Well, we're going to stay away from casual. Alright, let's get back down to some of the campaign. Let's score some more points. Let's stay on the mission challenges. If you guys have any recommendations of things you'd like me to try out, please let me know. I want to unlock the second stage. Let's go ahead and do number 4. Entry. I could watch the video.
Knock over as many piles as you can.
Okay, I get it. Alright, now it's going to be back to the wheel, of course. TR Bo, well, I hope I can answer any questions that you do have. There was a giant update yesterday, like 8 or 10 gigs. Hey, Broadcast Bro. Whoop, whoop. Knock over cones. Whoa. The cones are slowing the car down. That's kind of cool. You'd have to expect that many cones to slow the car down a little bit. Silver. Oh, you know I don't like silver. But we're going to move along. Maybe enough silvers get us to unlock level 2. Yeah, I will say there's a lot more effective hitting the cones, and I like that, because, again, if you're hitting 10 cones under the car, it's going to affect the car. Look, 2 silvers in a row. That doesn't make me proud. Should we watch the video? I don't know how much we really needed that video. Whoa, a little hot into that one. Oh, that's not how you get it done. Crap. I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. I'm not looking at the cones is what I'm doing. Yeah, this is actually one of the better sounding cars yet. Oh, terrible. Obviously, we're going to have to redo that one. Oh, don't hit him. No, silver. Oh, I could have done better than that. Crap. Well, we'll see if that gets us the points. Otherwise, we're going to have to backtrack. Hey, Trace, how you doing? I'm going to probably do 1 or 2. It just took a long time to get in. What I need to do is see what the timing is. And then jump back here and do another event. And then go back. Do it again? Alright, that one was actually fun. Do it again! Do it again! I'm with you. There we go, there we go. The handling is alright. It's got a little bit more of a natural feeling than Forza. I don't know if that translates into better just yet, but it's got more natural. The center spring on the wheel is very heavy, but I have none of the menu functionality to be able to turn that off. I hope this music isn't licensed. Alright, yeah, that was much better performance. Scott, I totally agree. I totally agree. This is the kind of stuff that just sucks you in. Sorry, excuse me. The gold music, that better not be copyrighted or this whole video gets pulled. Pillowcon, there is no denying that everybody is going to make that comparison. Look at the jets. You see the jets in the sky? No, silver. Wow. I shouldn't have lifted on turn 1, I guess. Oh, I got the gold. Oh, it's good to know. 10 seconds. Alright, we're almost back to the points that we had before we bought the Miata. Just had to buy a car just for the sake of feeling buying a car. Champion! Wow, still haven't unlocked, so I wonder if it's a certain amount of points or just getting a score, like a bronze even. My back's hurting. Pelican, but I think you'll find as many people who say the same thing in the opposite sentence, in the opposite frame of mind. I don't know, Scott, am I? I didn't see where we look for that. I'll check it out. I don't know, TRBO Joe. I'll just call you Joe. I don't know. Ooh, a full lap challenge. Alright. Kyoto Driving Park. 2-lap race. Yes. Oh, this is the corner. I don't think I need to lift or brake. I just have to wait to see the scoring tower to get on the gas, which I didn't do. We learned that in a previous lesson. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now. Come on, hang in there, son of a... We're not going to get the medal here doing it like this. I don't know this track, to be fair. Dang. Yeah, CSL Elite with Club Sport pedals failed. Let's do that again. Yes, PS4 edition. Didn't mean to hit him. I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't get a very good run. All right. Yeah, it was a fun car. No denying that. Christopher, let's check that because this is my first look and we've been exploring and doing things as much. We're working on that, broadcast bro. No FOV adjustments that we found. Yeah, we gotta get off this music. Level 6. The menu options in the wheel are not available yet, but that support is coming as well. So, yeah, let's look for some adjustments. I want to check a few things actually right now. So, traction control. I thought we turned that off yesterday during the stream. I can't prove that because you'll see that the stream is pulled. Just cockpit view. That's not working right now. Controller, I have 5 and 5. Just seat. Thanks, Billy. Advanced settings. Is it just because I'm in this mode? Because I'm after the race, perhaps? Now have we unlocked? No. Ooh. Now this is the kind of stuff that's fun. You know, as much as you love Assetto Corsa, iRacing, R-Factor, you don't get this. You might get that car, but you don't get that fun stuff. Alright. No, I don't feel that much dead zone wobble, to be honest with you. Steal all your cars? Is there a GT Boogeyman? And, Alright, now we get to do a full lap, huh? Dragon Trail. Oh, using the wrong car. Alright, we'll have to see how to do that. Let's double check assist, make sure it didn't change anything. Dragon Trail Seaside in Croatia. Driving options. Yeah, look, it went back. Okay, so here's our kind of car. We have a drift setting, a road setting. In the car, Scott. Okay, thank you. Adjust the ride height. So there are some adjustments to be made on the car. And that's kind of cool. I'm not going to do anything right now, but if you get down to the point where you're racing competitively, and, you know, that's one thing we haven't talked about, them coming with a slimmer amount of content and focusing more on the racing aspects. Well, when you think about things like GT Academy and any competitions that might be coming in the world of Gran Turismo, it could have a very big effect on how this game is played and how important all those are. Hey, El Bucho. Alright, let's see what it's got. Don't know this track at all. I'll use their brake lights to tell me where to go. Shoot! No damage? I haven't hit anything hard enough to know what the damage model really is yet. I still see ABS on, so that's something we need to look at settings. We need to go out and make those setting changes permanent as well. You know, I know I crashed right there, but I gotta tell you, we just talked physics, you know, and difficulty of game. Someone wanted to put it above Forza, and I'm not arguing that point, but when we want to compare it to higher level sims, just the fact that I can get out on a track that I don't know at all and not be a complete mess kind of shows you the built-in driving aids to an extent. Now, it kicked out right there. You saw the wheel. Well, no, you didn't. But the wheel totally jumped on me. And it slid out. You saw when I locked up the brakes that I was getting absolutely no turning, and I went all the way into the wall. If I had done a better job of foot ABS and unlocking them, it would have done better. The AI are not in a perfect line. There's different gaps between AI. These are features that I like. I don't think I'm doing very well in this race, by the way. with that spot right there. I didn't know if I could go full throttle, but all I had to do was hang on. I don't know. I don't think it's... At those moments, again, same spot. I should have known better, but I was thinking about what we were talking about. That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to stand by that. There's no denying. There is built-in driving aids when you compare it to, you know, I'm going to give you the hierarchy in my opinion, but I mean, to me, Project Cars 2 feels more proper. And then, I mean, quite honestly, in my opinion, again, you can go fill out the Simpit's poll if you disagree, but again, I think R Factor 2, Assetto Corsa, and iRacing are all a clear step up when it comes to the amount of things that are being taken into account. Is everything perfect? No, but I mean, this is far from perfect as far as that goes as well. That's when we get back to the whole pizza concept. Failed, no surprise there. No, it is definitely not the same old Gran Turismo, and I do like the drive a lot. No, I wouldn't want to play with a controller. I mean, and that's the great thing about it, is that, I mean, no matter what, I mean, and I hope nobody understood that as me being negative on it at all, because when I get things like brake lockup that prevent me from getting any steering, you know, that's teaching proper driving. And whether it's perfect physics, I don't know. We'll have to get an MX-5 driver in to tell me if the braking points and zones are identical. But I just know that I can go hammer down a lot more than I can, or that I would in most circumstances, and just sort of figure it out as I go by how deep the corner looks. I get confused on the ones that are really slow because, obviously, and that's where we get back to it being a proper driving game or sim. The one thing I will say again, I mean, for me, this has a more natural feeling than Forza when we make that comparison. Forza took me a little longer to get acclimated to, I'll call it. Get used to the force feedback, get used to the car balance, all that kind of stuff. But once I did, it was very, very drivable. And again, oh, come on, don't do that. I do like the way the good cars with good power do step out. That's fun. Oh, come on, Shaun. I didn't mean to be rude to him. Seemed like he slowed down an awful lot, didn't it? AI or not, I try to drive proper. I'm doing terribly here, talking and not knowing the track very well. shot it. At least I didn't crash. This is where they always brake check me a bit. There we go. You know, and it requires proper braking pressure. No proper braking pressure, you don't get it done. Not good enough. Silver. Alright, we're gonna move on though. Better physics than iRacing by far. Okay. You know, again, when we did that whole sim racing pizza, I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to tell you you're right or wrong, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everyone has their own perception of how a car should handle, and unless you're like a seasoned racer, and I don't mean you got a fast car and you drive it, I don't mean you dabbled in racing for a year. If you're a seasoned driver and you have experience in a wide variety of cars, you know, then your perception is going to be very tuned to reality. The rest of us need to tune our reality to what we perceive from what we've experienced in real car, whatever depth that is, of driving to work or racing school, or maybe dabbled in racing even. And then, furthermore, our perception of what the game should mimic us. And then cars that we've never driven. I've never driven a Lamborghini Huracan. I have no idea whatsoever what it's like for me to... So, it's just a perception thing, you know? I mean, modern cars have such incredible ABS brakes that they are easier to drive. But then as sim racers, what's the first thing we do? We turn all that off. It's not going to be the same car driven like that, quite honestly. So, it's always, again, I think the best way to say it is beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And if you like mint chip ice cream and I like chocolate, we're both right. You know, I might not like mint chip, but you're not wrong for liking it. With the exception of pineapple on pizza, that is wrong. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you guys. Anyway, let's do some more racing. So now we're back to just a test on the other half of Big Willow, it looks like. I've never actually been on Big Willow. I've been on Streets of over there. I've been on that kart track over there for thousands of miles. Didn't get it done. What did we get? A silver? Oh, bronze. Pathetic. Pathetic. I agree. The Skippy has got to be easier than it is in iRacing in real life. Too early. Went too early. Oh! Auto drive. Whoop. Retry. Gotta love games. I keep forgetting that I'm in a completely different car than they are. Never made the apex. Killed a squirrel. I'll tell you what, you want to find a wide variety of opinions, just bring up the word sim, any sim, and you're going to get a lot of people with a variety of opinions. It's not an easy question. Oh, we all have different expectations. Wow, you're going to really have to get on your horse to catch that guy. But is it? Oh, so we might not need. He's a rabbit. See, I'm wondering also, are we getting to the point where those titles are kind of... And I think that's what you got to give Gran Turismo a little bit of credit for doing. It's like, they could be guilty of being Madden. You know, it's like, so if you're a gamer and you play Madden football... How many years do you buy just to get the updated stadiums, jerseys, player changes, and whatnot, if there's minimal improvements in the game over the years? And I think at least what GT was trying to do is completely break their old mold and give you a reason to look at it in a different light and step it up on the sim level. And at first I thought, well, all they really did was reduce content. I'm not so sure they stepped it up on the sim level. But now that I'm getting more and more deep into it, driving a wider variety of cars, I have to say it definitely is a step up on the sim scale. Come on, Cole. Can't believe how many times I've blown that corner. Stupid. Alright, we can move on. We did get the silver. I didn't even mean to replay it, but I just thought it would be fun to do again. Alright, let's do one or two more of these. Oh. N300. Alright, that's my Magan. Mad Jack? I don't have one sim that even fills that void in terms of just straight up physics. To me, at this point in time, even on the physics, I can break it down to certain parts. You know, right now I'm really loving Assetto Corsa and iRacing. Those are my two main sims. Come on. Did I hit him? Out of my way! I got medals to win. You're in my way. That's the noise? I wasn't 100% sure if that was just some kind of radio interference. they really slow down too much. The one thing I'll say is, if you drive this, it's going to teach you proper habits of racing, because you were rewarded for driving it properly, and you are penalized for driving it incorrectly. Gearing, apexes, brake control, throttle control. Apparently I wasn't braking early enough. Yeah. I mean, if any of you are watching this and you haven't, if you go to TheSimpit.com, there's an article with me making pizza, and we called it Making the Perfect Sim. Taking a slice, an aspect of each sim, and adding, I see somebody mentioned Race Room, and Race Room did very well in, for example, sounds. So, we take a slice of our pie, and it's the sounds of that game, and the physics of this game, and the damage of that game, rolling it all together into a perfect pie. And if you haven't, please go find that poll. It's on our Facebook page at The Simpit. It's at the Simpit website. Just look for a picture of me making pizza. You'll know that you're in the right spot. And you can really, Marco's comment was fantastic. And it's something that I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to do a video posting the results. And, you know, all these sims influence others. So if you love or hate GT Sport, one thing you got to consider is there are aspects of this game that other sims are going to copy, emulate, be influenced by, and they're going to be the better aspects of the game or sim, not the lesser aspects. And over time, this is the evolution that we're making with our sims, and why we have so many great sims to be choosing from that we could even be arguing over what's best versus just getting them. I mean, they used to come out at a rate that you wouldn't even worry about what was best. You were just going to get them because there just wasn't enough for our hobby. That's no longer the case. Whoa. So we got a checkpoint type event here, it looks like. Oh, no. I thought I slowed down enough. Oh, you feel all that. You feel all that for sure. Time penalty. What about the damage? We haven't seen any damage. The visual effects are amazing. Come on, Cole. Never made it wide to set that one up at all. Totally afraid of rear-ending him. Oh, I got a 2-second time penalty for bumping him. 20 seconds remain. Next checkpoint. I didn't check what car I'm in. It feels pretty sticky. Oh, it looks like I'm in the Corvette C7R GT3 car. 2 laps total. I'm in 10th place, not doing very well. Oh, outside didn't work very well, did it? Crap. We're gonna have to do this one again, but it's fun. Oh, it can go so much faster in this car. We finished. Bronze. Alright. How do we get a replay of something without music? Looks like I have to go to the bathroom. I can stop the stream. Alright, that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to do a quick... I'm on a CSL Elite PS4 model with the latest driver, which you can get from the Fanatic website, driver 293. It has the firmware 335, I think it is, update. So you get the driver, it includes the firmware update. You do that, you put this into compatibility mode, so the purple light, and then you should have full compatibility with the game, but you will not have your tuning menu options will not respond, is what I've heard. I haven't actually tested that, but that's what I've heard. So, is there a replay? There it is. I'm going to put the replay on. I'm going to go get a really quick bathroom break. And then I will, we'll move on to a multiplayer race. Alright, so how are the replays? I didn't even get to see. Looks pretty awesome. I don't know if we... Yeah, I think we did have we did have replay mode on the poll. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get to some multiplayer racing. Go get him, Dennis. Ooh, I did my workout. I did enough laps. I love this. I do love this. Not going to deny this isn't the kind of stuff that... You know, you play shooter games, you play other kind of games, and you see this. In sim racing, we're very dry. Aston Martin. Nice. Alright, well, one more car I don't have to buy. N400 level. And we've unlocked Brand's hatch for single-player mode, I do believe. We're going to go sport. Race entry. Let's see here. We did A and B yesterday. Maybe we should try the Speedway. We haven't done a Speedway race yet. And next race is in 11 minutes. So what we could do, rather than sit here lapping at an oval, alright, El Bucho. Yeah, news is still coming out. So I'm going to create a new profile. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to 5.5 for my profile and turn FEI off. That's the new setting for the vibration. Off. And max torque to 2. Oh. Force feedback to 1. 1? Which one is max torque? I don't see max torque. Oh, in-game. I was going to say, because even on Force, there wasn't a 1, but I went to 10. All right, I'm going back to 100 there. So FEI, and then the other are in-game settings. And that's something I actually wanted to do also. Let's see if we can make some setting changes that are more global. So that should be over here in this options. So let's see here. Movie, demo, output, output. Nothing we need. Controllers. Doesn't even list the Fanatic, but it's all working, so we're not going to do anything there. About, so it's not in here. Where are, like, global settings? Am I missing something here, you guys? Or you just have to set it up. It's when you go to the race lobby. Yeah, but it seems to keep forgetting my settings. Scoring points. Scoring experience. Level up. Level 7, 8. Awesome. Moving right along in the chronological world of GT Sport. Tokyo. Willow Springs. And, let's go ahead and do another campaign mission challenge, and then we'll go back to that oval race in 11 minutes. Ooh, that's a full lap. That's a section. Let's do this. We should have time for one of these. Ooh, we're going to be in the Porsche GT3 RS. That's cool. Michael Myers. No, Tom, if the minute they do, it's the only coffee cup you'll see me use. I actually ordered 2 of them. Oh. That was the computer driving off the track, not me. I wish I knew where I was. Oh, now I kind of know where I am. Up the hill? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Silver! Whoa. We didn't change the settings, by the way. And one other thing we wanted to do is see, it keeps putting traction control to 3 every time. I've saved that 1,000,000 times now. And the other thing that I wanted to do was advanced and go down to 2 and 1. Is that correct, El Bucho? Do that one more time real quick. Oh, each car. Thank you, Billy. Oh, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, getting very abusive. Very abusive, Shaun. One more shot, and then we're going to go back. Couldn't get the AMG silver. I don't have it memorized either. I did see it out there. Alright, let's go do some oval. Hopefully we didn't miss it. Why does it say 1140 again? Am I... What's going on here? Oh, I was not expecting that. I thought 1140 is what it said. Entry opened 32 minutes. Oh, that's a time. That's the time. Oh, I thought that was a timer. It's times. Thank you, Scott. I just made that realization. Isn't that funny? And it's now 10:52, so we're 8 minutes away from that race. We are 28 minutes away from that race, and we are 48 minutes away from that one. Oh, how funny. That was very funny. Okay, so we can't do anything until Brands hatch at 11, or entry period ends in 8 minutes, it says. The other option would be going to the more arcade-ish version of Lobby, I suppose, which we haven't done at all. That was funny. I was convinced it was a timer. So we can wait 8 minutes and do challenges, or we can get involved in one of these that might end up taking more time. No weather. And what about damage? I haven't seen any damage. Is it because we haven't crashed anything, or has damage been removed? I haven't seen a setting. Yeah, I don't want to run Lobby. I think we're going to go back to this and keep our eye on the clock. We'll run that Brands Hatch race in 7 minutes. There is a lot to do, it seems. I mean, so the medium challenge, how far along are we? I think Scott said it took him 6 hours to get through all of the challenges. Had a few guys working on it. Now we get to drive the AMG. All out time attack. Alright. Don't be scared of the lobby. Oh yeah, we gotta qualify too. Alright. Oh yeah, and that's right, we're at Brands Hatch for that, not at the Oval. I was kind of thinking I don't care so much, but I forgot we were gonna do Brands Hatch. So, we'll do that. Thank you guys. Pit crew always got my back. So I only have one car eligible, it looks like. And qualifying time trial. 5 minutes till the race. There is somebody out. There's like some work going out on the street. Hi, Max. Hi, buddy. Well, it seems like you can spend a little more time prepping for the race instead of just hopping in. I mean, say what you will, we'll all get used to the time slots and know when they are, not make that mistake I made. And, you know, I think that when you start to get in the habit of it, you can start to prepare. You know, go do the work in qualifying, work on the setup, perhaps. Copyrighted street work banging. Alright, a little more brake next time. Whoa. Yeah, don't read the chat while you're driving. That'll make you faster. Stay within the boundaries of the car. Be sensitive to the sounds that you're hearing from the tires. It's letting you know what's going on. Relax, breathe. Those are things I suffer from not doing well enough. Make sure you have all the right settings. There you go. Watch the Simpit. That is the real key. And I always joke, you can learn as much from what I do right as what I do wrong. Obviously, I missed that apex by a mile. I'm not ashamed. Well, I'm embarrassed by my driving, but I'm not ashamed to show it to you. try to improve each lap. That's a good trick. So if you were too hot the previous lap, then you better slow it down and take it easier. If you repeat the same mistake, you can expect the same results. I've been pushing too hard into that corner, not getting a good run out. Oh, a little too hot. One minute 30 seconds left in qual. Oh, you know what? The force feedback's nice. It totally toned down the center spring. Now, I don't know if it's just the car we're on, or if it's that it's... But no, I think it was an improvement. So thank you very much for that, El Mucho. Still too late. Come on, Cole. Let's hit some rumble strips. Little bit of a bump in there. Little bit of a bump. You feel not super significant, but that could be very track dependent as well. But I'm definitely getting a little hint of a vibration. I'm using a CSL Fanatic CSL Elite PS4 edition. Alright, let's see how that worked out. I gotta play the new Need for Speed. I've always loved that game, and I mean, admittedly, they've always put much more game focus on it, which is understandable with the type of things they bring to it, but I need to try that as well. Darren, perhaps, but again, as I was talking about for beginners, you know, those audio cues are a lot of what we're working with, you know. You think of a real car and you have that seat of the pants, G-forces telling you what's going on. So we qualified 5th. 58.9 was the best lap. 59.7 was my lap. 5th place, King Taos, Aaron Tellez, GTP Torque, and Gordon Freeman were ahead. Alright, a minute left. I'm not going to warm up. I'm going to let my hands breathe. No, the road is very clean. Not a lot of noise out of the road. if I win, I don't know, that guy's a second faster. Oh, we didn't do that. I'm sure we've done that for this car last night. But it did remember our force feedback. Alright, Tom. I'll see what I can do. I'm just hoping this video stays live and we can all watch it later. Yesterday we had a lot of fun checking things out as well. And again, sometimes when I'm reviewing games, I'm looking at it just like you do. How is it just play? Straight up racing, all the important stuff. Sometimes I'm going through the grind. Sometimes I'm going nitpicking little things, getting through menus, navigation, can I find the settings, all that kind of stuff. Joe, we did just a quick look at the livery editor earlier in the stream. Alright, here we go. Daily Race A. Oh yeah, we forgot about driving position. Hey, William. Oh, I missed shift right out of the gate. Not my fault. Tell you one thing I've learned about GT already is just staying clean is half the objective. What was that? That was not my tires squealing. That was some laggy guy next to me. Guy's got the Willwood stickers. The fact that that guy behind me is anywhere in the game still is when I start saying, hey, oh, it's very forgiving. It's moments like that. That guy was out of control, but he was able to just kind of like, that guy. Are you kidding me with that? See, you shouldn't be rewarded for cutting across the track, essentially. Sorry, Tom, I couldn't get that guy. He was way out there. Wow, yeah, you know, some of that stuff is just crazy, and that's where you're just like, okay, great physics, great game, but did you not see what was going on out there at the same time? But we were rewarded, you know, avoiding contact, staying clean, and, you know, finished second. So, happy with that, very proud. And, I guess we're waiting on other people to finish up. Franco, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's very Gran Turismo-esque, so, you know, they haven't gone that far off the reservation. It's limited content, but it's also some very cool selection of cars. I'm kind of missing some of the old tracks that they've had in previous versions, but, you know, maybe, who knows what they're going to give to us later, too. This is the era of DLC, the era of added content just for gifting, you know, who knows. Okay, so the question, is it too forgiving, is it too arcade? Yes, if you're coming from the perspective of iRacing Assetto Corsa R Factor 2. If you're coming from the perspective of you spent most of your life playing on a controller, then I would say no, it's not too forgiving or too easy. When you when you turn off the driving aids, when you lock up the brake, you lose all steering, you have a hard time getting the car slowed down. When you step on the gas too strong with too much steering input, you get throttle oversteer. We did even loop it once. So it has some true driving effects that you want and expect. So let's see, we have a little bit of time before we can do this one, so we can hang in there and do some qualifying, get ready for Suzuka. Alright, let's hear the... oh, yeah, hey, Will. Yeah, how are things up there? Yeah, and again, I'm going to urge you, we have 319 people here watching the stream. If you haven't already, we are compiling the Ultimate Sim poll. I called it Making Pizza the Perfect Sim. And if you go to TheSimpit.com, TheSimpit.com, you'll see a link. You'll see me making pizza. Click on that link and there's a poll. And we are looking for your votes on the best aspect of every sim out there. So whether we're talking about the sounds from this sim, the graphics from this one, the UI or the fun factor, taking all those categories, putting it together into the ultimate sim. Just what would that sim look like? And, you know, when doing this as a reviewer of games, knowing that Polyphony, Turn 10, you know, any game, they are preaching to the choir. They are building games for us, the racing audience. So I know that their attempts, their heart is in the right place. Then what I look at from there is, who is their target audience? Are they going after that hardcore sim racing crowd? Are they going after that hardcore competitive racing gaming crowd? Are they looking for that fireworks, explosions, and the fun factor that you'd expect from gaming? Because let's face it, this is still gaming. And there's no denying that gaming is an industry that you need to have some fun factor, some flair, some style in order to be competitive against all the other genres of racing. Forget about sim racing. They have to compete with all genres of racing. So let's see what we can do car-wise. Any favorite picks by anybody? We need a GR4. We got a Ferrari 458. That's the Alpha. Hyundai, Jaguar, Chevrolet, Porsche, Mazda, McLaren, the Citroen, Nissan GTR, 458. I'd like to hear the 458. Mustang, huh? I'm gonna go... Yeah, so, I mean, even if, you know, some people have said, oh, it's a very limited amount of content. Looks like there are 26 GR4 cars in the class they're calling. Excellent, Billy. Awesome. Excellent, Doctor. Awesome. I'm going 458. And we're going to leave it in Ferrari red. Yes, Pillow Cunt, it sure does. And it'll be interesting to see how this compares. There you go, Tom. I've heard no weather. I haven't explored that just yet, but I've heard no. Let's see how hard the Ferrari is to handle. We have, that's the other thing. When we drove the front-wheel drive car like the Megane in the last one, man, it totally drove like a front-wheel drive car. No denying that. It was blatantly different than the other cars we've driven all day so far. I'm expecting this is going to be just as bad. Rain and fog. No, but it's coming in DLC. ACOS, they have two different versions of online lobbies. They have the open one, traditional, join whatever people hosting races, various conditions. Then they have their race of the day or whatever they're calling them. I missed that exact wording. Daily race, A, B, and C that happen at specific times. I guess they have multiple rooms. I don't know how to look at who all is in the room. $2. I can watch my own replays. I haven't found an option to be able to watch others. Alright, we better turn a couple laps. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's kind of a cruel starting point. Wow. No idea entry into the corners on this car, speed-wise. We'll go just a little conservative at first. See if we can keep it on the track, and then go from there. Not hitting my marks. Car turns in very nicely. Much more deliberate a car than the Megane. Luckily, I did drive this track yesterday. I would have been flying into that wall, not expecting that cutoff point. I'm using a Fanatec CSL Elite PS4 version. Come on, turn, 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 baby, turn, baby. I forget this is actually qualifying. And this is, you know, again, this is cool. This is much more proper racing format. We asked about the time slots. Why? Well, it's allowing a much more competitive intention. Now, will it be executed and followed through in that manner? Maybe, maybe not. Time will tell. Come on. Curbing throws this car a little bit. Definitely feeling the curbing in the wheel. Very smooth track once again. Feeling the load in the wheel from the car for sure. Kind of throwing the car around a bit for a Ferrari 458. Doing some of that Scandinavian flick at times. Turn. You feel the car want to go left when you touch the brake there. That's a good sim feel. Alright, 46 seconds, so we really don't have enough time for another lap. We'll call it right there. Cool down just a moment. We'll have the warm-up session as well. It's alright. We're not 100% ready for this one, but we'll see how it is in the group. Not too worried about that. So yeah, look left, look right. Still a lot of center spring, but toned down after those changes we made. I'm feeling more center spring than I am swaying of the car. Now I am feeling the swaying of the car underneath that heavy center spring. And that's something that we might get more support out of it in time. This is just the first release of the driver for Fanatic, so I did want to give that kind of a feel. On the pedals, the CSL Elite pedals, especially if you're including the load cell. Entry level, the CSL Elite's a great wheel. The T300 or the TX, just depending on whether you want Xbox or PS4 support, they're both fine wheels. The pedals that come with all those are adequate. The CSL Elite pedals. I mean, you spend a little bit more money on the CSL Elite setup than you will the Thrustmaster. But, oh, too bad, Billy. Too bad. Ooh, we're short one guy. I'm looking at the names. So my name is TheSimpit, no spaces, just in case you are trying to ever race with me or compare notes on a leaderboard. TheSimpit, no spaces. Now, can I look at anybody? No. So there's no way of bouncing around and watching guys do their warm-up, it looks like. Oh. Type a message. See, now I'm being very PC sim guy, right? Be safe. Take it easy on turn 1. Alright, that's my first chat in the PS4 world. Qualified 3rd. Doctor, you gotta get a setup. It is so much more fun to do than to watch. I appreciate you watching, but I always prefer you be out here driving with us. Yeah, seriously, kamikazes, they are a problem. Also, where's it? Okay, it's starting us on the front stretch, not going into the dead end. Yeah, I've heard that as well, El Bucho. I shifted early that time because it had made a mess at the last one. Riding the curb's way too heavy. Curbing totally almost threw me for a loop there. Catch in the rear of the grid, final lap. Watch out for them. Yeah, get out of my way! Alright, that's our first win. Yay! Yay! I can't say it was against stellar competition. I mean, we didn't take it from the pole, so that's cool. I hope so, Marco. I will be accepting that call. I didn't see my lap times. Thank you, Billy. Thank you. Yeah, it's like those guys are almost trying to bump each other, huh? I wonder if they're just buddies doing that on purpose. It almost looked like it. Achievement, clean races, level 1 completed. See, you don't get that in iRacing, Assetto Corsa R Factor. I mean, you gotta enjoy the moments. It's racing, isn't that what it's all about? Very cool. Alright. And, oh, we missed the other one. Shoot, I wanted to run this one. 11:40. Oh, we have 9 minutes. Alright, we're going to do that one, and then we're going to call that the end of the stream. We're at 1:44 already. Yeah, I was tiptoeing. I was very afraid to go anywhere around them. Do I take checks? No. But we're still working on our patron website edition, which will give that kind of an opportunity and something to be gained by you as well. So I hate to keep teasing it, but it is in the works and coming. So you guys down for doing an oval? We haven't really tried that much yet. So Ferrari likes it. I like it. Somebody had asked for a Mustang, and we are doing oval. So let's go ahead and grab that Mustang. 8 minutes. Oh, that's a while away. Do we want to wait that long for oval racing? I'm getting pretty tired. I could take another brief break real quick, but I don't even have you guys on a replay or anything. Ovals are boring. Patry? Yes, I'm on the CSL Elite PS4 version with the latest updated driver, the 293 driver, 335 firmware, 333, and it's working rather well. El Bucho recommended some settings of turning FEI off in the menu on the wheel and going down to 2 and 1 for the force feedback settings inside of the game. Yeah, the tag sponsorship is cool. Some cool animations with the engine revolutions and the loading screen. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing to look at, just as far as if you're going to have a waiting screen. And, Max, did you want to drive? Where is he? He doesn't care. Max doesn't care today. Yeah, Stan, I'm just struggling with the shifter, and I did a lap with paddles and just instantly was a second faster, and it's like, why am I doing this to myself? Fun to play with a gamepad. I suppose I can turn a lap or two. Maybe not. It sees the wheel. So I cannot do that. Okay, so it doesn't like going up the hill from a stop. El Bucho, I cannot remember right now. Do I want to say a 47? 46? Oh, crap. Too early on the gas. Now, gotta admit, this is like NASCAR heat feeling almost. Alright, let's beat the hell out of the car. Just to confirm. Yeah, I didn't think so. So there's like no damage. Flat out? Is that going to be done? Look at it. Oh, no way, it will do it. Pretty darn close. Oh, come on. No! Even that was minimalistic and with no damage. Is that even a penalty? So if you just do a hint of lift, it seems to give you just the right amount of kick. Oh. Let's check the traction control. Johannes, I'm torn. I'm torn on it. There are things that I'm loving, and there are things that I'm not loving. Yep, traction control's back on. Won't let me turn it off. No, Dan, it's not that bad. I don't feel that way at all. I really don't. Did I just leave the room? I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to read. Okay, we're still in here. Phew! Scared myself. There we go. So we are in driving mode. We can't change that. Oh, is that right, Justin? Cool, thank you. Tom, no, you didn't. You're funny, though. Is there I didn't see any invincibility. Nope, I don't see any settings. Yes, William El Bucho, yes, we are. We're going to do that at 6 o'clock tonight. I'm doing something with, I got, from this stream, which I got to end as soon as this is over, I'm moving on to a meeting about something else I'm working on, and then I have that Rigmotech thing going on at 2 o'clock my time. Well, I'm meeting them at about 2, 3 o'clock's official time, and then 6 o'clock my time we'll be doing setup and attack the track. And we're going to be in that practice room that the big one set up for us, Dennis. I need to do another one. I've done a few Project Cars streams. I'll have to do another one for sure. Thank you, Marco. Oh, is that right, Driver 34? That would be great news. Yes, same server, but we have all the right conditions, so we matched the actual race conditions 1-to-1 on just about everything that can be done. And Crank, that's something that's very relevant. Has this game taken it in a new direction? I was saying, you know, with titles, they start getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into the series, like Madden, and I think people start tuning out. And so it's kind of cool that they went a different direction, both just in the titling and also in getting the game to feel a little bit different, and seem and be different. So my hat's off to them on that. Is everyone going to love it? No, some people are going to miss having 150 different versions of RX-7s. There's no denying that that's what a lot of their fan bases expected over the years, and you're not getting that now. On the other hand, you know, I was qualifying for a race. I could, you know, make some adjustments to my car. I could play around with it and, you know, continue to get more out of it and treat it much more seriously like the other sims that we're always naming by comparison. Hey, Dave Carr. Marco, exactly. It sort of is representing itself as the GT or the iRacing for console players. So we qualified 10th with that effort. 13.9, 4/10 of a second quicker, Auto Max. And Sir the Dude in 8th. Like that name. Oh, what happened? So again, after this race, we will go ahead and bring this particular stream to an end. Why did it do another warm-up? That was kind of weird. Jumped. So again, after this stream, I'm going to bring things to a halt for this particular show. That'll take us over the 2-hour mark, which means we're now 4 hours into this game or sim, and we've done a lot of multiplayer. Not a lot, but run one of each of the races today in the daily races. Did a few of them yesterday as well. We've gotten up through the first 2 levels of the career mode, we'll call it. So we are starting to get a pretty good feel and touch. We've talked about the physics, we've talked about the force feedback. The graphics I haven't talked about, but you guys are seeing it firsthand. It's amazing graphics. Frame rate seems to hold pretty good. I've seen 1 or 2 little hiccups, but for the most part it's been smooth running. On the con side, limited content, not as many cars as even I'd like to see from Gran Turismo, and even more so on the tracks that we know, that we expect in the series. They could have thrown them in and it wouldn't have killed things, I don't think. Maybe we'll get them in the future, who knows. But I am having fun. If you're a console gamer, I think it's a no-brainer in terms of purchase. If you're sitting there playing Project Cars, Assetto Corsa, R-Factor 2, iRacing, you got to know what you're buying before you buy it. But I am guessing if you're playing those sims, you're fairly educated in our world, and it won't come as a shock that Gran Turismo feels and plays like Gran Turismo. on the flip side, millions of people are going to buy this game and maybe have a lot of fun and maybe find the next level of sim racing and be the guys we're going to be racing against in any sim that we've named or talked about today. So, let's see what the oval's like. It'd be cool if we were in some NASCAR type cars. That would be cool. Yeah, they only let us stream at 720, which is one of my gripes about consoles. Previous gen consoles made capture cards very easy to use. They kind of complicated things, wanting to build everything in. So we're in 10th of 24 drivers. A little bit of carnage already. I like when somebody has massive problems, they just ghost them out. Well, that was kind of rude. Now I'm the guy with the problem on the wall. I got a big bump of speed from him there. A lot of warpage and slingshotting going on, I'm seeing, that's for sure. Oh, into the wall for me. And when we use a word like iRacing, Gran Turismo being the iRacing of consoles, at this moment, don't you also have to kind of say, really? And I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but you know, the road racing was cool. This NASCAR heat makes this look pretty decent. Why am I getting a slowdown penalty? Why did I just get a penalty? I have carnage going around everywhere around me and I get a penalty? Are you serious? Very harsh penalty, I might add. I might have gone below the red line, but give me a break, game. That was stupid. So our tires are maybe starting to wear a little bit. And what's that penalty for? For hitting the wall too hard? Well, I will not be running back for the oval racing. Oh, that's the leader. That's Otto. Into the wall, son of a bitch. Alright, well that was less than fun. Well, I would not be running back to do the oval racing. Everything else I thought was pretty fun though. Had some decent racing that first race with the guys who were running in control. I don't have auto brakes on Cyberfanac. Billy, were you in that room? I did terrible. I didn't like that one at all. I wouldn't even call it fun, to be honest with you. First victory? Oh, that was his first victory. I like driving that Corvette. The Corvette was really fun, honestly. So, I believe that is going to take us to the end of today's stream. I did have fun. I'm not going to lie, I enjoy the game. I know some people want or expect me to say that I don't care for it or don't like it, but in the end, I really do. It's a fun game. It's got some decent career mode. The online racing is what it is. It's what you'd expect from Gran Turismo, Forza, and honestly, any game. You can take iRacing and put it on the console, and I think you're going to end up getting this kind of a thing. The warpage, all of that kind of stuff is just a byproduct of people being on a bunch of different independent connections, not being the same type of hosted servers. And when you're talking about an iRacing or a good, strong, solid server on Assetto Corsa R Factor 2. But, as El Bucho said, it is a good console racer. I'm not going to take that away from it. The physics are really actually pretty good. The driving feel is good. The force feedback is good, and I think we're going to get better. And I've really enjoyed it so far, and the things that I would fault it on, I think, are very, very small details, and that I could make a pretty good, strong list of things that I loved about this game or sim. When I take that, and what I really need to do is now go back and look at their marketing and see how much they strayed from the wording that they would have used in talking about Gran Turismo 5 or 6, and how much they spun it. Were they really trying to sucker us into thinking this is more sim than ever before, so on, things like that? That is what might sway my overall opinion, because as presented from my experience right now, I've really enjoyed it, and I'll leave it at that for now. This is just to give you an idea how I approach a Sim 4 review, giving it a try a little bit all over the place, not necessarily always doing what I want to do, but what gives me a good sampling of what the Sim has to offer. I appreciate all your help, giving me ideas on things to double check, like ABS and traction control and various different settings and how to do things, and suggesting various different cars and scenarios for us to try out. So I appreciate that very much. Couldn't do it without you guys all the time when it comes to the pit crew. You guys really are the star of the show and making it all happen. So I appreciate that very much from all of you. We will be back later. 2 more streams to go today. I'm going to lose my voice. I will be doing something with the Rick Motec Hump Day hot lapping session. That's coming up at 3 o'clock my time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. West Coast. And then at 6 o'clock, we will be doing our setup shop for beginners and attack the track for Spa and the Ferrari 312 and Assetto Corsa. So I'm going to have to put my Assetto Corsa driving pants back on. So today we will do a stream in GT Sport, iRacing, and Assetto Corsa. That's a great day. That is a well-rounded day. Sounds like we're eating pizza. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Let me get to the shutdown screen so I'm not just staring blankly into the camera. But I appreciate you being here for the stream, and we will be back for more as soon as we get another chance. Maybe more of it tomorrow. We will see. Thank you very much. This is The Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the